There's a personal animus in the House of Representatives right now that is entitling these politicians to do what they want instead of what their people want. Okay, the American people want a speaker. And in districts like, you take a guy like, Don Bacon or Ken Buck. These are guys whose districts voted by 40 points for Trump. Okay, but obviously Trump has endorsed Jordan for speaker. But are they actually going out and following the wishes of Trump and the districts that voted for Trump?
The answer would be no.
No. Okay, they're voting against it. One jackass just wrote in John Boehner's name because of the animus between Boehner and Jordan. One jackass just wrote in John Boehner like, ha, 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 ha.
What an idiot.
Because, again, you're just corrupting the process. That's not a serious vote. That's not a person who can actually become the House Speaker. So why not write in, seriously, why don't write in Mr. T while you're at it?
Shut up, fool!
Seriously, go write in Mr. T. Why not? Go write in write in Red Fox while we're sitting here.
Well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of.
Doesn't matter. You could still do it, You could write in Sally from Charlie Brown if you want.
You blockhead!
But the point is, these aren't real votes. And this is the whole, it drives me crazy. I repeat this too much. Bear with me. This show, okay, it is one very basic premise that it operates on. Okay, it's the same thing I talk about when I'm on the road doing stand-up, okay? We have to stop this thing where we're so beholden to one political party because we hate the other one so much. Because it allows the people in both parties to get away with not doing their job. Do you understand?
That's true. That is true.
Okay, the Republican Party is not doing their job. They should have a House Speaker by now. There's no excuse for them not to have a House Speaker. Okay, the good news is, again, they get a new speaker in there, they get the appropriations deal under control, they start passing budgets without a continuing resolution, and we have a mechanism in place to control spending. Everyone will ultimately forgive them and benefit in the long run from this chaos. But you understand they're furthering the chaos right now intentionally. And that's not what we asked them to do. Okay, when we, the people, okay, send folks to Washington, they're supposed to do our bidding. And at the very least, they're supposed to act like they're there to do our bidding, okay? They get on TV every night and go, I just want to do what's best for the American people.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
No, but we knew they were. But the point is there was at least the pretense, there was at least the respect, the healthy respect of the voter that they felt the burden of execution. They had to get up there and make it look like they were executing their promises, okay, following through on them. They don't even do that anymore. If a guy's voting John Boehner, who has no chance of being the next Speaker of the House, literally none, okay, that's a guy that's clowning, that's straight up clowning the proceedings. But we're in this position, okay, where we have a weak president in the Oval Office because this became the status quo in our politics, okay? The two parties hated each other so much. The Democrats were willing, and some Republicans, and certainly moderates and independents, were willing to go out there and vote for a guy, okay, who we all knew wasn't qualified to be president at the time he was running. How did you know he wasn't qualified, Jimmy? Oh, I don't know.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Does anybody hear that? Okay, in the spring of 2020, and go, that guy's got 4 good years in him. He's robust.
The answer would be no.
No, we all knew when he was running. This is not news. That's why I told you the media was trying to put a hit out on Biden. Okay, this war is going to keep Biden on the ticket. Okay, they're not replacing him in the middle of a war. They can't give him the step aside speech. Okay, that's just the reality. Okay, you dance with the gal you brought to the ball. This is who we're dancing with. You don't change horses in the middle of the race. Well, congratulations, America. We're now riding a horse called Glue Stick in the Oval Office Derby. It's crazy, but we got to this position. Why? Because it was so much more important for Democrats to beat Republicans. So much more important for Republicans to beat Democrats that politics became a team sport where we fought the other party. Okay, where we rooted for our own party harder than we rooted for our country. Joe Biden was not qualified to be president. He was not qualified. going back 3 years ago, let alone right now, okay? 3 years ago. Are you ready for it? Tell me if this guy sounds qualified to be the leader of the free world when we're literally on the precipice of nuclear war. This is 3 years ago. Tell me if you want this guy to be the only thing standing in the way of a nuclear meltdown.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
That's what's in charge right now. Okay, with the game on the line. And that's what the Democrats are going to put at the top of the ticket. And they have a good chance of winning this thing again.
Wrong.
But they do. That's reality. Trump's been indicted 91 times. If he wins the primary, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how many independents he can pull. I don't know how many suburban women he can pull. I'm not telling you he's going to win this thing going away. Is he a better president than Biden? Absolutely. Anyone's better. Barron Trump would be better than Biden. Barron Trump, whatever he's doing. Is he a junior in high school, senior in high school? Whatever. I mean, what is he doing? Hopefully doing chicks. I don't know what they do at that age.
I love it when you talk dirty.
I'm just saying, okay? If he was my age, if I was his age, he'd be doing whippets behind the school. Doing whippets and drinking Bud Dry. That's what I was doing when I was his age.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
But the point is, okay, anybody would be better than Biden, but it doesn't mean anybody's going to get a chance to be president, because we got to a place in our politics where we're rooting for the party so hard, we hate the other side so much, that we're willing to absolve our own party of anything. People will go out and support Democrats, knowing full well that a lot of Democrats support Hamas. The Hamas caucus is a thing. Rashida Tlaib yesterday, okay, Ilhan Omar, flat out tweeting Hamas propaganda that Israel bombed a hospital. Okay, they openly embrace Hamas. Israel's committing a genocide. They're colonizers. They're oppressing people. It's an open-air prison. That's what they're saying.
You're not telling me the truth.
But they're getting away with not telling the truth. They're getting away with siding with these barbarians. Okay, because we just want to win elections now. So people support it. And I'm just saying this about the Republican Party. We don't owe them our loyalty. We don't just go, I'll just vote for the Republican because he's a Republican. I'm a Republican. My dad voted Republican. My grandparents voted Republican. We don't owe them that loyalty anymore. Like, it's time to start, ordering a la carte. You really do have to take a good long look at the character of the person you're sending to Washington. Because I got to be honest with you, most of what we're sending there are clowns, even in the Republican Party. They're members of the Uniparty. Jim Jordan is a guy who's committed to cutting spending. Jim Jordan is a guy who's committed to closing the border. Jim Jordan is a guy who's committed to real oversight. Okay, he's like committed to those things. Not on the radio. I'm talking if you were having a natty light with him, okay, off stage somewhere at a comedy show in Ohio, Jim Jordan is committed to those things. Okay, there's a lot of people who are Republicans, self-styled, that claim they espouse those things when they go on TV, but behind closed doors, they're members of the Uniparty, the status quo in Washington, where we act like we care, and then we go out and have the fanciest lobbyist dinner you've ever heard of. Okay, that's who's in Washington right now. Not just Democrats who are idiots who support Hamas and identity politics, but people in the Republican Party who root for the lobbyists a lot harder than they root for the constituents they're supposed to be looking out for. And the fact that we don't have a House Speaker now, it really is the proof, I mean it though, okay, that they're not even pretending to do our bidding at this point. They're just doing whatever the hell they want. And as you look out at the world right now, the team that nobody wants to play, that's America. We get off the school bus, people hear our cleats hit the pavement floor, and they go, oh, they're not scared anymore. Okay, they're not nervous anymore. Now they're just looking at the team that nobody wants to play like the team nobody can take seriously.
We really are being laughed at and scoffed at throughout the world. They're not respecting our country the way they used to.